Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Axxerr Plays Civilization 5. As you can see, as we left off here, we had just gotten our first settler, and, I was considering placing him here, because, well, this would also be an advantageous location. At the same time, it does not have any, it does have luxury resources, but this has a strategic resource that is iron, and we're gonna need iron for troops coming up very soon, for military units, and the sooner we get it, the sooner we can train. So I'm gonna send them over there and hope as hard as I can that a barbarian does not take that settler, because I can't really protect it right now. I don't really have anyone to use to protect it. I will train a scout. Hmm.
Here.
Wait a minute. If I set it up here, it will eventually reach the iron. It'll reach these pearls here, that fish, and these pearls here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And, okay. Let's pause. I got, uh, here's a feature I don't know if I showed off last episode. You can select you can select a technology that is not currently available to you. Like, the green ones are the ones that you can currently research. And if it's black, you can't research, and if research it, and if it's yellow, it's already researched. But if you want to reach one of the black ones, the ones that you can't research yet, as soon as possible, if you click on it, it will instantly set up in order the technologies to research for all the technologies that you have to research before you can research that one. So, as you can see here, I clicked on construction. It's already got set up. It's researching masonry, then it'll research animal husbandry, then the wheel, and then it'll research construction. So, we won't have to set it. When we're done with masonry, it'll instantly start up on the next one. As you can see here, we're having a lot of farms. Not really sure if I can say there's a big reason for that. I guess right now there's not a whole lot we can do with these workers. Just since we don't have masonry yet and we're working on it, we can't get marble yet. But anyways, I guess I'll have a new job pretty soon because we are building our second city. So there it is. Let's see, Medina, let's see, what do we want them to work on first? Let's go with a monument. Oh, just notice we're actually we have more unhappiness than happiness right now, which is not a good thing. Sorry, something's happening. Be right back. So turns out I completely forgot to finish this recording session after I dealt with that little thing. So it wasn't until I went back a few days later to record a new episode that I recalled that this past episode had been started but not finished. So I kind of put them together. But because as you will, what you're about to see from here on out was a completely different recording session. It does have its own intro, as well as a audio level change. So keep that in mind. Maybe you might want to turn up the volume a bit, because I do get a bit quieter in this next, for the rest of this video, actually. Yeah, sorry about that. Won't happen again. On with the video. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Sorry about that pop-up. I gotta reassign the F9 key in game. Same button I start recording with, and it brings up that screen every time. I'll try to fix that by the next one. But anyway, we are back in Civilization 5, and let's see. Well, they recommend we get a workboat going, and I definitely see the benefits there. But a granary would be very beneficial, seeing as how we have two sources of wheat. That being said, I think I've got my decision made. I'm going with the granary. Now then, considering the fact that there is a barbarian breed over there, I'm going to send him to the marble to get work done there. I'm going to send my scout over here to defend my worker, and we should be good. Don't worry, everybody, get back to working. Wait a minute, that could be a bad thing, actually. Oh, too late for anything like that. And I canceled them from working. Oh well. Let's see if our scouts can handle those warriors. I mean brutes. As you can see, we did take damage, but they did too. So we should actually be okay if we take the healing route. This is a very efficient way to gain experience for your scout. You see, what happens is you basically set it to heal each turn, and then the barbarians just keep attacking and weakening themselves, but you just keep healing back up, and then eventually you just they are reduced to very low health, and you just finish them off. It's a very good way to get new skills for your scout, to upgrade your scout, which is very, very useful. But as you can see here, they're not going for the bait, so we're gonna have to draw them in a bit more. Okay. Yes, okay. Probably should have checked that first. Masonry still in development. Sorry, it has been a while, and I also started up a different, separate game of Civilization. Yeah, that's in the danger zone. Take cover in the city for now. So, let's see here. I notice we are not a very happy people. Starting to reconsider that whole workboat thing. But we should be good for now. After 4 turns, I'll get working on that workboat. And that granary will definitely be beneficial. See, now they're taking the bait, and they lost. Oh. Oh, that is good. Now then, do I want +1 visibility range? Or... I'm gonna go with survivalism. I'm gonna attack that barbarian there. And I'm gonna get more experience. And as you can see here, there is a... I believe that's French. Yep, French spearman. In my territory. Come on, guys, get blocking off there. Alright, so, can send him back to finishing off that farm. And 3 more turns until we can start up that workboat. As for what I plan to be doing after that, well, I might actually get another workboat to just get the full thing going with those clams, but then I'm considering, well, it might be a bit early to start up another city. After all, you know, we just got this one. But anyways, let's start healing up our unit. Actually, I think he might heal faster in our own territory. But anyway, as you can see here, there are barbarian archers trying to attack, but they shouldn't really be an issue. And in fact, yep, they're not gonna actually attempt to attack. They're just gonna move around. So let's get that done. Next turn, we're gonna have that granary done and masonry done, so we can get working on that marble. But let's fire on those archers. Now, one important thing to keep in mind when playing this game is things like that are non-mandatory to finish a turn. So you can accidentally click next turn before using that, which could be a huge mistake. For example, if the enemy is attacking your city and it is very close to being destroyed and they only have 1 melee unit left, because only a melee unit can take a city. Range units deal more damage in most cases, such as the siege weapons, but they can't actually take the city. And as you can see, we just got masonry, which is awesome. Let's fire on them again. But if you were to take out their last melee unit, even though your city might be at the lowest point of health that it could possibly be at, it will not be taken so long as they can't get a melee attack in on that city. So it is with that city defense ability that you can defend your city, and I just realized I didn't tell them to get working. But yeah, that is a mistake that can be made, forgetting to use that ability, and it is not one you want to make. So again, always keep an eye on that. And our scout is almost healed up. And we are working on that marble, which is good because we could really use some happiness right now. And we are done with that. Let's see here. 4 more turns. I'm hoping that there won't be horses within range of one of our 2 cities. Or, if not, somewhere in range of a possible 3rd city over here. Because, like I've said before, I am considering placing our next city there. Yes, this is ranking happiness. As you can see, we are at the bottom of the list with -2. But we should be changing that up pretty soon. Now then, our scout is all healed up, which means we can go send him out. And that is very confusing to see. The Brazilian warrior, their color scheme is so like uh, ours, but as you can see, their primary color is the light green, and their secondary is the dark green, whereas our primary is the dark green, and our secondary is the light green. So it's kind of same colors, but swapped places. Still very confusing to see that. Okay, now one thing, oh,
Thou
here we
shalt.
go. Any horses? Oh, yes! Right where I just put a farm. Great. Destroy that farm and make it a pasture. So, one thing, it might seem a little bit silly, but I am not taking into consideration furs when placing cities, because I refuse to use it as a resource, just because foxes are my favorite animals, and look at those cute little foxes playing around in the furs. I don't want to set up traps there. I don't want to kill and skin those adorable little foxes. So, when building a city, that specific resource will not be taken into consideration. Um, Even if I place a city in range. Wait 1 second, sorry. Well, I looked at the settings and couldn't find a way to disable this pop-up. I'll try again later. But, good news over that, we just got our workboat, so we are gonna get some clams, and with it, some happiness. Yay, we're in the positives again. And that marble should bring us up even further in 2 turns. And we're gonna get working on another workboat so we can get even more happiness. Because happiness is actually very important. And we want as much as possible. Let's see here. I'm gonna explore out in this direction. Well, then again, have I fully explored here? I mean, I imagine that's basically it right there, but I just want to confirm that. And then I'll check out over here, see if there's any new barbarian encampments. Oh, they've entered the classical era, which means that they are yep, ahead of us. I believe what they... Did it say what they got? I don't think it did. But, we're not too far behind. Once we discover the wheel, we'll move on to construction, which will also place us in that era. And technically, if we wanted to, we could have already been done with optics by now, I imagine. Mika has marble. Yay, we have marble. And happiness. More happiness, yay. I think by the end of this, we should have about 10 happiness. Though I am observing there are 2 more clam in range of Medina. So that can bring us up even higher. I'm going to send him over to Medina and get working on that city. And let's see, where do I want to send my scout? I'm going to stick with what I said and explore this area to see if there's any encampments. Not a lot happening right now. Actually, I'm going to check. Okay. I'm going to check with Riga, see if they want anything. So they want us to discover natural wonder, and they want us to have a lot of culture points, and we are not in the lead. But if we put a little more focus in on that, we could take the lead, because we're not too far behind. Let's see here. What can we do to get more culture? Well, we're already working on that monument, and it's almost done, so that will speed things up for us a bit. Once we're done with that monument, we'll see where we can take it from there. Let's see here. I'm noticing there's also another source of horses very close by. It'll be in range of our city by the end, and so will more pearls. And I realize I've been calling them clams. Uh, Understandable based off of the picture and the pearl's origin. Although pearl makes a lot more sense as a resource than clam. I guess clam can be eaten, but then why would it provide? Well, I guess selling the clam would provide money, but I think you understand that pearls would provide more money than clams. Um, that being said, I apologize for constantly calling them clams. Maybe I should disable... no, it's too helpful. I'm not going to disable this. You can see here in the options, I can turn off that and just have the actual landmarks show me what it is. I can turn off the hexagon outlines, and I can... they're not showing right now. It's going to be more later game stuff, trade routes, but I'm going to have these on just because the hexagon patterns, uh, well, every now and then it does get a little bit hard to tell. Uh, it's pretty easy on most times, but here and there it's not that easy. And resource icons, just because it shows them off better. It really makes it clear where they are. But anyway, here we have another workboat, so we can get some more pearls and more happiness. Although I'm seeing that it has dropped, which is interesting. I suppose. Yep. Wait, let me check on this. Citizens. That's just for that. So, what we're seeing here is that we're actually only getting happiness provided from one of the pearl resources. The others are leftovers, which we can then use for trading. And so we'll have a lot for that. And let's see here. I suppose we couldn't make a cargo ship. So sea-based trade routes between two civilizations that yield gold can also be used to deliver food or production within your own borders after building a granary or a workshop. That does sound good, but just, well, you know what, sure. I'll make a cargo ship. If I can, I'll try to get it going to Riga. If not, I'll have it going between my own cities. Which would actually be a lot easier and safer. Going along this coastal path, I could set up defenses in this area just in case. And I know I'm putting a little bit more strategy than necessary into it. I just enjoy putting strategy into this. Let's see here. I suppose the best thing to produce right now would actually be workboats. Because, well, there's honestly not a lot else that's too essential to that city right now. And I don't need military units. And I'm starting to see... oh.
La France t'offre cette proposition exceptionnelle.
This is actually a great offer. They're offering us horses and money for our pearls. We have a lot of excess pearls, but we're also going to have a lot of horses, and we're not going to have a large military, so I'm going to deny the horses. I'm going to ask for a little bit more gold per turn. How about 7? Propose. He agrees. Deal is done. We are giving them our access pearls.
Deveremos
Or
prosperar
access.
através do comércio.
We're giving them pearls, and they're giving us money. It is hard to find. Oh, they're offering us friendship, and we shall agree. Us green brethren have to stick together. That would be really confusing for us to be fighting. It would be like, is that my unit
Wisdom
that's
and
really
virtue
injured,
are the two
or is it
wheels
their
of a
unit? Sorry about that, I just heard my cat meowing in a very concerning way. Oh, Medina has reached 2 citizens. Growing, that's very important. Although that growth is actually pretty slow due to their lack of food. The deer and the fish will be the primary sources of food, seeing as how the tundra tiles are not too great for farms. As you can see, making a farm there is not actually an option. In fact, not really anything but roads is an option here, or forts, which we can't build yet because we don't have the technology. Forts actually aren't too essential unless you're unless you're playing on a harder difficulty or against other players, and you are going for a very war-focused gameplay, or a very war-focused civilization, which we are not doing. So forts will not really be used at all. For us, it'd just be a waste of tiles or a waste of our workers' times. And I am just now realizing there was honestly no point in sending my worker over here because he can't really do anything over here. That's disappointing. I guess I'll send him up here for now again. They're gonna run out of work. I'm really losing track of what I can and can't do. Okay, we're gonna adopt policy and let's see here. We're gonna go with citizenship. And he's gonna go down here and then just sleep for a while. And let's see. Okay. Next turn. Oh, wait. Oh, I think there was an update with Riga.
Nanangaheik.
You should like to set up an embassy in your capital. They were offering me gold for an embassy. I'm gonna see if I can push it up to 2 gold. Wait, that did not. 2 accept. They agree. See, sometimes it's better to go with what they first offer, but sometimes it's better to check if you can get a little bit more. Now then, I think they said there was an update with Riga. Yes, now they want us to connect gems to our trade network. And I don't think we've actually seen gems yet. Yes, we haven't yet to discover gems on the map. So that one's not going to be complete anytime soon. And we are behind on these technologies. I mean, we're only 10 turns away, sure, but everyone's zooming on ahead into the classical era. And you're gonna go there. And I guess sleep. Not a lot for these workers to be doing right now. And let's see here. You're gonna go to sleep and we're gonna found a Pantheon. We have a lot of ocean resources, so that could be beneficial. Let's see here. Anything for that? Growth rate, production in cities, culture from pastures. Fishing boats, I'm not sure if that applies to the pearls. Gain faith of human. Plus each one. Range. Combat strength, happiness. Science. Production of ancient classic wonders. Faith from natural wonders. Plantations. Gold and silver. 2% faster border growth. +1 culture from jungle towns. +1 happiness from cities on rivers. +1 food. Okay. So. I am thinking we're gonna go with religious settlements. Okay. Yep, we found one. Oh, that is very dangerous location. But we will survive. By running away! They are too much for us to handle. Let's see here. You can sleep. And I think we're gonna cut it off here, guys. Next turn, we'll see if we can make a new city. And see if we can get a little bit more influence over Riga. Until then, see you in the next one.